Friends on the old YouTube, talking about sports for me and you. Roope and Rumsey is their name. Chat about things from the latest game. Roope and Rumsey, oh Roope and Rumsey. It's time for Roope and Rumsey.
Boys. All right. Well, welcome to the R&R Show. Sit back and relax and enjoy the best little sports show ever. I'm your host, Michael Roope. This is my co-host, William Rumsey. Hello, William.
Howdy.
All right. Well, we are here tonight. We are going to talk about The Last Dance, episodes 9 and 10, the finale of the wildly popular Last Dance. Tonight we're going to talk about those episodes 9 and 10, and then next week we're going to bring on a special guest, one Mitch Hogue, to do a little roundtable discussion in regards to who the greatest of all time is, who the GOAT is. So I'm looking forward to that next week. But get back to Sunday night's episode. First thing that jumped out at me, once again, Scottie Pippen. Looking bad. I mean, again, I'm not saying he was, he was hurt, but I feel like he had, in this whole documentary series, I feel like he had a lot of issues.
Man, but he gutted that game out.
I just, you know what? I'm going to make this little comment later, but I just don't think Jordan ever cashed it in, and I just think, I don't think if Jordan didn't push him in that finals to come out and just at least be a decoy, I think he would have cashed it in. I seriously think if Jordan wasn't on that team to say, hey, just stay out there to at least be a decoy, I think he would have cashed it in.
One of the questions I had written down, did Scottie Pippen redeem himself to you? You answered it pretty quickly, right?
Yeah, no. Negative. Nope. Get him out of here. I guess let me ask you this. So, when I was watching that, and, it was funny because they kind of went into the whole Dennis Rodman going to the WCW and the wildly popular, and I didn't remember that.
I didn't either.
I totally forgot about it. If it happened in this day and age, the universe would have exploded.
Missed a practice
to go wrestle. To go wrestle
in the finals.
But let me ask you that. I mean, that is wildly crazy to think about. But let me ask you, who would you rather go to war with if you had to count on one person? Would it be Scottie Pippen or Dennis Rodman?
Scottie Pippen.
I disagree. I don't care. Here's the reason why. I don't care what he does before the game. That man came to play even after his wild stuff. You know what? He brought it every single game.
Yeah, I guess it all depends. Basketball is obviously a team sport. Depends on who else you have around you. But Scottie Pippen was a well-rounded basketball player. One of the best defensive players of all time.
Okay.
Distributor.
So was the Worm.
Yeah, but he was better on offense. That's where he trumps the Worm.
Yep. Well,
his offensive game really made the Bulls, like when they switched to the triangle in what was that, 90, 91, when they won the title, switched to the triangle. Scottie Pippen was a major part of it.
I get it, but I'm just saying, for me and my money, I want to go to war with the Worm. The Worm doesn't cash it in come game time. I feel like Pippen, there's too many cracks.
He's a 6-time champion, though.
Yeah, well, granted, and thank you, Michael Jordan.
So that stuck out to you, Scottie Pippen.
Yeah.
For me, it was don't ever talk trash to Black Jesus.
Oh, yes. Hey,
we're not worthy.
Absolutely.
Oh,
hey,
man.
And listen, that's, and everybody quickly found out, I don't care who you are, you just don't talk trash to the Black Jesus. And even though and who said that? Reggie Miller?
Yes.
Yeah. For somebody to take the all-time greatest shots, I rank Reggie right up there with Michael Jordan as far as having ice in his veins, game on the line, mano a mano as far as
He never won a championship.
But you know what? He made some big shots and he had ice. I've never.
No.
What?
Never won a championship.
Granted, but that Game 4 buzzer beater, and nobody's ever going to forget. Nobody's ever going to forget the 8 points in 9 seconds against the Knicks in Indiana land. So I mean, again, not going to compare him to Jordan in their careers, but as far as having ice in their veins, he did.
I thought it was interesting from that game because Jordan had the last shot on that game, double pumped, and just came within inches of hitting that.
Amazing.
And then in his post-game press conference, he talked about, that's cute that everybody was talking about him missing that shot.
Yeah.
And it just, even his misses were just, and then he had confidence. He's like, he knew he was going to come back and win that series.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know what? That Indiana team was really stacked. You forgot how stacked with all those Mullins, Jalen Rose, the Davis boys, and one of my favorite all-time Pacers, the Dunking Dutchman, Rick Smith. I mean, they were a matchup nightmare for the Bulls, and boy, I have a feeling if they ended up pulling that out against the Bulls, I think they would have probably won the championship.
Now, what did Jordan and Larry Bird say to each other after that series?
I don't
want to go into that.
I don't know if that's R&R. If you want to know what they said, come visit our website. We posted a little something.
But then after that, I loved when I think it was a Ferrari. Was it a red Ferrari? It just said air.
I think that might have been a Porsche.
Was it?
Yeah, I think it was
one of those high level.
Very, yeah. I mean, his license plate
just said
his
air.
Vanity plates were pretty cool. Yeah. The 2-3 or 2-tray, I think it was. But no, great stuff. What else jumped out at you at the episode?
Well, I learned that the flu game was more a food poisoning game.
Him going into that like floored me.
Yeah. I would like a 30 for 30 for the 4 guys that showed up.
The five guys.
Yeah, the 5 guys. 30 for 30. Like remember Steve Bartman?
Yeah.
I want one for these dudes.
I would love to see that. I got to think if the Bulls did not win that game, I guarantee Chicago would have hunted those 5 guys down.
And I saw on Twitter today that, and I can't remember where the interview was going to occur, but this person on Twitter said that they have located the person that actually cooked that pizza.
Oh, wow.
And they were going to interview that
Let's get him on the R&R show.
Yeah.
We will grill him for him.
And then I did, was reading about the flu game. So apparently before that game, Jordan, the ball boy in Utah. Have you heard about this?
No.
Okay, the ball boy in Utah always had MJ love this kid because he always had MJ graham crackers and applesauce ready to eat. Love this dude. Before this game, that ball boy asked Jordan if he could have his shoes.
Oh.
Okay. Jordan made sure he had the shoes after the game. And this kid eventually, when he got older, sold them for $100,000.
Oh, wow. Good investment.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a pretty good little side note. I did think it was funny. Obviously, the little snippet that they went over with the Utah head coach Jerry Sloan stating he had no idea he was sick. I'm calling BS, Jerry. I guarantee you knew he was sick, and I guarantee assistants told you he was sick.
Yeah.
So you're trying to use that as a scapegoat on why, maybe why you didn't win that game. I'm telling you, Jerry Sloan knew he was sick.
Yeah.
Something else I took away from that game is getting back again to my, somebody I want to beat on, Scottie Pippen. Do you think Scottie Pippen would have toughed it out on the food poisoning game?
Well, he toughed it out with his back.
Guaranteed not. No. He folded up shop for a migraine and I guarantee you, food poisoning, he would have caved. I don't even know if his back was that hurt. Scottie Pippen, get out of here.
Man.
So, a couple other things that jumped out at me in some of those Utah series. Held them to 54 points in Game 3.
Yeah, Scottie Pippen, defensive
Yeah,
skills.
well, possibly. Boy, I mean, 54. To try to, like, grasp how hard it is to hold a team to 54 points in an NBA game.
Right.
I mean, that's crazy. You know, in the final shot of Jordan's, you know, epic career, with the Bulls, I should say, how picturesque was that?
Oh, I shared a picture the other day of that just shot. I mean, it's just beautiful. I can watch it, you know, every day.
It was definitely a thing of beauty.
The Utah Jazz, they kind of two of those guys on that team, Brian Russell and Karl Malone. Those two guys fueled Jordan's fire. One, Brian Russell saw him when he retired and said, "Why'd you retire? I could guard you."
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
The wrong things. Now, he probably didn't think he was going to come back out of retirement.
Well, he soon found that out.
And then again, like I wrote about Tony Kukoc a couple episodes ago, poor bastard. And then Malone winning that MVP. I mean, MJ, you could just tell that
the great ones always, find a motivating factor to get that edge.
Malone probably didn't even want to win the MVP because he's like, that's just going to fuel the fire.
Fuel the fire. Well, and I do remember, those Utah teams with Stockton and Malone. They're ranked as two of the all-time dirtiest players ever. So, again, they were a matchup nightmare for the Bulls.
Speaking of Stockton, is he the most don't judge a book by its cover athlete of all time?
Absolutely. I
mean, he was great.
Yeah, he was gritty, hard-nosed.
Looked like a
just your basic, a loan officer off the old street, But a great series there, and amazing. Neither of those finals with Utah went to a Game 7.
No.
For all you LeBron lovers out there, take note. No Game 7s. No. And a couple other things.
Speaking of sevens.
Yes.
So the piece where they were talking, that was a revelation for me when they were talking about wanting to go for 7.
Yeah.
MJ was all about it. As much as we thought he was tired, just wanted to go out on top, Jerry Reinsdorf.
Well, so what's your thoughts? Do you think that the Bulls would have got 7?
I do. I know there was a big discussion that the Spurs would have beat them, but
I say they absolutely would have, and I'll tell you why. That next season, and they didn't mention this in the episodes, that next season, due to the labor strike, they only played 50 games.
Yeah.
So that's set up perfectly for an older Bulls team. They didn't need to play that long season, and I think that's set up perfectly for the Bulls to get that 7.
I guess Reinsdorf, just reading a little bit about, I guess he's watched every episode twice. So he's really invested in this. But Jordan, apparently, in that offseason, he cut his finger trying to cut a cigar. He had to have surgery. He wouldn't even have played that season.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, I read that on ESPN. So
but he probably wouldn't have been cutting cigars if he...
That's exactly what he said.
Oh, is that?
That's exactly what he said. He said...
Great ones think alike.
Yeah, he said that if he would have had going into that season, he would not have been messing with that.
No. And I guarantee, because he was so meticulous in everything he does.
But I just... Reinsdorf, what... I just can't imagine you not doing... scratching tooth and nail trying to get MJ back with whomever. Mm-hmm. Whoever. I mean, if it's Kerr and...
You gotta let him... You gotta let him keep going until they don't.
He just hit the last shot in a Game 7 and
Not a Game 7.
Or,
Game 6.
Yeah, Game 6.
Again, LeBron lover.
Right. To win a championship, he hit the last second shot. And, well, it wasn't last second, but pretty close. And he scored, what was it? 43?
Yep.
43 points.
Yep.
I mean, that's going off at the top of the mountain. Now, he did come back a couple years later for Wizards, but I can't. I'm dumbfounded the fact they didn't give him a chance to.
It is crazy, and you can see it still burns at Jordan that he didn't get that opportunity. But that kind of lends to Jordan's legend because people get to talk about, well, if he didn't have that 2-year hiatus for basketball, I think they could have won 8, and then you got the year after or the year where they stopped. They got the extra. I mean. Literally, people say, well, they could have got 9 in a row like the Celtics. But that adds to Jordan's legend, which I think is pretty cool. Yeah. Any other takeaways from the series?
Well, not from the series. I think we've done a good job, put a bow on this.
Well, I want to say one other thing about the series that I thought was cool.
Because I read ESPN had a big article about him today. Wright Thompson is this guy's name. Phenomenal writer, and I want to just talk about a couple tidbits, but I'll let you finish off
the only thing about the series that I thought was really cool was about Jordan's entourage. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like the exact opposite of a Mike Tyson entourage. Mike Tyson had his cronies, basically yes men, getting him into all kinds of stuff. Jordan takes the opposite approach. He takes the more father figures, loving, caring, and I thought it was really cool. With the one individual, Gus, who he, obviously took in as basically like a father figure. I thought that was really neat. He basically didn't have the Tyson entourage or even on a TV movie like Vince.
Man,
he didn't have no Turtle and Johnny Drama.
What a great series.
Yeah, he didn't have that. Jordan took the smarter route, and you know what? It showed in everything. And that's getting back to the cigar. Everything was carefully crafted and meticulous. I believe Jordan wouldn't have put himself in that, and he would have got that 7th ring. But put a nice little bow. What else?
Another thing to talk about the series or the documentary, just when he won that last game, just that smile on his face when he was walking through the crowd, had his cigar, and that was the Jordan persona public. But then, contrast that when he was sitting at that piano and I'm like, that's the private Jordan right there. That was
very cool. That was
about teared up.
Yeah. That was very, very telling. What was
so a cool story. Again, article on ESPN today. So when Jordan broke his foot in his 2nd year, apparently he was not happy with Nike. Okay, so rumors were he was considering other shoe companies.
Going back to his long lost love of Adidas.
Yeah, so Nike, one of their designers, his name was Tinker Hatfield. Okay. He designed the Jordan 3. Hatfield, his lineage is of the Hatfield and McCoys.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Very cool.
So apparently he went to meet MJ, and when they had a meeting at Nike, they scheduled in the afternoon, Jordan's parents were there waiting with Phil Knight, CEO of Nike, and Tinker Hatfield. Jordan showed up 4 hours late. He was playing golf. Okay? But when he got in there and saw the Jordan shoe, that he loved that shoe.
Yeah.
And then when he was leaving, his dad pulled him to the side and said, that shoe, first of all, shame on you for showing up 4 hours late. But that shoe paired with these folks that waited around for you for 4 hours and still want to do everything they can, you need to stay with Nike.
Hey, listen, I think Nike made a good choice sticking around, too.
Yeah.
So, obviously, that's an awesome story. Never heard that one. That's good stuff, William. The only other things, I've got, basically, and you had touched on this at the beginning, but I think, everybody could see on that documentary, the number one thing that I took away is you don't ever talk trash to Black Jesus, as 20 Hall of Famers can attest to, as he has eliminated 20 Hall of Famers during his career from the playoffs. And again, I thought it was cool that they did a little trivia. I always love the little trivia tidbits. Eliminated 60-win teams 7 times. So he was 7-2 against 60-win teams. Any guess what LeBron was?
4.
Below 500, 3 and 4. LeBron, get him out of here. Mitch Hogue, we're coming for you next week.
Do you know whose name was on that graphic too? It said Scottie Pippen and Michael.
Oh, okay. Well, listen. I give Scottie.
But what's also funny is I knew both of us wanted to get that Black Jesus line in.
We did.
I got it in first.
Listen, I was going to put a bow on it with the Black Jesus comment. William always understands the good line. So again, we appreciate you guys joining us. Again, next week we are going to bring on Mitch Hogue to do a roundtable discussion of who we think the GOAT is.
He better bring his lunch pail.
Yes, absolutely. We're going to be coming from both angles and both sides, buddy. Again, if you like what we do, please share. Give us some feedback, what you like, what you don't like. And again, thanks again, guys. See you next time.